Got a really good team. Jimmy does a great job. I told y'all that about a week ago. We sat here talking about him, or earlier last week. He does a great job with his basketball team. I feel like, as I watched them on tape, they're one of the top 6 or 7 teams, 8 teams in this league, along with us. So I knew this was going to be a tough game. And for us to come out and take control in the second half, we did not shoot the ball particularly well. And that's unorthodox from us. We've done that the last 2 games. Hopefully we got that out of our system. But when we had to make them, we made them. We had to make them, we made them. Couldn't be more proud of Shaquilla Joseph. I went over and gave her a big old hug and a kiss on the cheek after the game when she was on TV because I'm so proud of her, because she works extremely hard. She works extremely hard, and she hasn't had a great year so far individually. Our team's had a good year, but she hasn't played her best. And she gets in the gym every day. She watches film every day. And she had a great day on the last 2 days of practice, and I knew she was going to be ready to go. And she's a player that's played in this league and knows what it's about in this league, and you saw that tonight. Shelby Gibson, I told him on the radio that I can't say she's going to be one of the best post players to play here because we got some pretty good ones in the rafters up there. But I think she's going to be one of the better ones that's played here in a long time. And she just gets better and better. And I've given her high school coach credit before, and I'll continue to give Jennifer Grandstaff credit. She did a great job of developing her into being a great player. And Shelby's come here and worked it really hard to continue with her development. And hopefully she can get SEC Freshman of the Week. I don't know very many freshman post players can get 12 and 5 in their first game. And so, I'm real proud of her. But just a great team win. Couldn't be more proud of our basketball team to be 1-0 league.
So, you guys used several different players on Jessica Jackson. Can you just talk about the defense against her and limiting her?
I hope I never play her again. I'm tired of playing Jessica Jackson. And I recruited Jessica all the way through. I told her when we shook hands, I said, Jessica, I want you to have a great senior year, but I am glad I don't have to play you again. Very, very good player. She makes everybody around her better. She's a pro. She's 6'3", handles the ball like a guard, can shoot it. We tried everybody on our roster, and if we'd have went another 5 minutes, I'd have probably tried all again. And so we just kept trying to guard her. She's a tough matchup for everybody in this league. And I thought Shaq did a great job of finally kind of controlling her. The way we play defense, we get switched a lot, so Taylor got on her a lot. And that ain't our matchup that we really want. And I was just real proud of how we kept battling her. And she ended up with 11 points and 10 rebounds, but she went 3 of 15, so we made everything tough for her. And I kept telling them at halftime, just make it tough on her. Make it tough on her. We'll wear into her legs. And at the half, I had somebody ask me, said, what did you get on them at the half? I didn't really say anything. I said, we got to stop Jackson from going left. And we need to go out there and shoot some shots, and maybe someone will start going. So we left that locker room and went out there about 7 minutes ago before halftime was over and just shot. And because we were executing everything we wanted to do offensively, we was getting wide open shots, and we made those in the third quarter. Scored 30 points in the third quarter. Got going there, and that's what you got to do. Jackson's real good.
Just that, Taylor picking up 2 quick fouls, never really getting in a rhythm, yet y'all outscoring by a bunch in the paint with Shaquilla and Shelby to speak to that to improved depth that you've talked about on the interior.
Yeah, I told everybody that listened to me last year that we had help coming in the paint. And it came even in a bigger way in June when Taylor decided to come. But we do have a lot of depth in there. CeCe Mahate is really good too. And, she kind of gets lost in the shuffle a little bit because Shelby and Taylor. But, she's going to be a great player too. She's only a sophomore. And then Kate Rogers is another one. I would have not hesitated one bit to put Kate Rogers in. She practiced really well, and I had her up there ready to go because she was ready to guard Jackson. She told me in one of the huddles, she said, Coach, if you need me, I can guard her. And that's what you want. We got a lot of depth there. And they just kept battling, and I just kept reminding them in the huddle there. I said, guys, we're all right. Don't force anything and just finish this thing out. And we got to forcing some stuff, taking some long shots. When we go inside, kind of slows us down, and we got in there and started doing really well, good things in there. When people start doubling, we get wide open looks, but couldn't be more proud of them.
How important was it for Joseph, a player that's known, a player that's been in the SEC play, to put on performance like that?
You look at it, Shelby's never played against an SEC team. Taylor's never played against an SEC team. You got those two out there that, this is their first SEC game. So Shaq's leadership was really important for them. And for them to see how hard she was playing, you saw, y'all may not have saw it, but we were in a huddle and we threw it into Shelby the first 2 times that she got it and she kicked it back out. You could tell she was a little nervous. And when you got a senior where Shaq grabs her, before I could say anything, grabs her by the jersey and says, we're throwing you the ball, we're expecting you to score. And that meant a lot to Shelby, and Shelby kind of relaxed from that point forward and started scoring the ball. That's what you want a senior to tell them. Hey, look, we got confidence in you. We're throwing you the ball. And Shaq's that leader there. And when she's consistent, she's on. We're pretty good. And 15 points, 13 rebounds. That's a big time game for a kid there. And she's been a player of the week in this league. She's done some great things, and she'll continue to do it.
Why was Crochet unavailable tonight?
Coach's decision. She'll be ready to go on Thursday. Crochet's a good player. She's working her way back and doing some great things. But real proud of her. And Crochet was coach's decision, kind of internal thing, and she'll be ready to go. She'll be in the gym working out tomorrow, ready to go on Tuesday when we start practice.
So she'll play in the next game?
Yeah, she'll play the next game. Yeah, just coach's decision. And
What do you think led to Arkansas's big rally there? They got pretty close there at the end after that.
they're a good team. They just kept playing. We kind of started getting careless with the ball and forcing some shots. And I knew they was going to make a run. I mean, look, if we got down 18, I would expect us to make a run. They got it to 9. We didn't really. Our kids, they really wasn't a panic on them. They were out there kind of talking to each other, helping each other figure it out. And we had to get them in the huddle and talk to them a little bit. I'm not a big timeout caller because, you're going to get in situations like that where you don't have timeouts. And, I hollered at Medina out there to kind of get them under control. Medina's kind of a vocal leader for them. And I hollered at Medina to, hey, get them in the huddle there. And she got them in the huddle, and we got a good shot with Erica, drove in there and got a big bucket there for us there. But we didn't shoot the ball. What hurt us is that we didn't make free throws. I mean, we didn't make a lot of free throws, and we've been shooting the ball really well. But that ain't nothing I'm concerned about. So.
Is it